What's up? How's it going? I got a new deck. Good evening, TJL. Good evening, Matt Al. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? I got something else cool to show you guys. Check out what's on the desk. I got a mouse pad now. This thing's great. I love it. Thanks to our friends, KB3D. They didn't send me this. I bought this myself, but I've been needing something for the edge of the desk so that my wrists aren't just on the edge of the wood, and this is perfect for that. I don't use a mouse traditionally, as you all know. I use a trackball, so the only thing that this does is makes it nicer for my wrists to be resting on this for a long period of time. That's it. It does nothing else. Why is my Stream Deck acting weird? Hold on a second. No, I don't want another instance of Streamlabs. I want my Stream Deck. I just realized some of my buttons are broken. What? What the hell? Yeah, that's weird. I looked down at my Stream Deck and yeah, some of my buttons aren't working anymore. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, there I am. Hello. Hi. As you can tell, the Core 1 is currently printing. Let me show you what it's printing. So I am doing a stress test on this. Essentially, I'm giving it a ton of it's doing multi-material, so it's doing the MMU. But I am essentially saying, hey, print this item over and over again. And the goal is to print this without any intervention. Now, this is just a simple benchy. This one is kind of shitty looking because I accidentally sliced this Azure Blue as PETG. But very simple. Essentially, the black has a decent amount of spots it has to do, but this is just forcing a lot of filament changes. That's the idea. We're forcing filament changes over and over and over again so that I can get a change on almost every layer, but not every layer. The idea is that I want the blue filament to be run for a period of time so that I can make sure everything's working. So that's running. I'm intervening more than I would like. That is true. I am intervening more than I would like. But this one ran with very little interventions. I think the reason I have to intervene is because of tension on the line. So I'm really close to having the MMU tuned. I just have to figure out that tension. The Azure Blue is a little bit of a softer PLA because it uses mica powder to give it a really nice shine, from what I understand. And that changes the properties of material. So it is getting chewed up in the MMU a little bit easier than what I would have liked. But yeah, the goal of this benchy is not to look like a good benchy. It does look like a good benchy because the Core 1 is good. But yeah, it is really to just do a torture test on these color changes. What's up, Dark Third Dimension? You nerd. How you doing? How you doing? All right. What are these? I don't know what these are. Let me remove them. I haven't used those ever. Okay. What's that button? Let's put that down there. Okay. So one thing that we need to do, we need to figure out, you've been a bad boy. Bad boy. Rupa Besa. Rupa the Besa. Bad boy. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Anyway. we need to figure out. So I have my XLR here now. I need to figure out a way to mount it on the side of my desk without it being in the way of anything. And I'm thinking of somehow having a tray come off my 2020 extrusion here. I could do it with multi-board. That's a thing I could do. But yeah, you can't see it, but just off camera here. You can see it on the tiny camera here. Let me. This is just kind of dangling off the side of my desk. And it's nice because I can actually, like, from here, just turn up my microphone. So, you know, if I need to be louder for whatever reason, I can do that. Oh, wait, sorry, that was... If I need to be louder for whatever reason, I can do that. But not necessary. So I'm just going to put this down gently, let it down. So we're working on it. Been buying stuff to build a new PC. I gotta do that, man. This computer is dying, and I don't have the money to replace it. Mind you, if I stopped spending money on 3D printers, I might have the money to do it. But then what's the fun in that? We have a problem. Here's our problem. I'll show you the problem that we have. This is a problem. We need to fix this problem. It's getting bad. It's getting real bad. I have nowhere to work anymore. So I think today's stream is going to be cleaning up everything here. And at least finding a temporary home for it all. Because, wow, it's bad. I'm getting anxiety just looking at my own desk. Like, I can't even put a printer up here anymore because I don't have space. Okay, let's get started. Why is zoomed out all the way? No, I'm not. Now you can see the entirety of the desk and its current state. So we're gonna get started on this. We're gonna start from the left and migrate to the right. We're just gonna do this together, guys. You and me. So first things first. Tower fan. Do I need this? Let's actually look at this before I just throw out a manual. Let's actually look to see if there's anything that I would never anticipate in here. All right, already know that. Already did that. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Cool. That's trash. Prusa unboxing and print stream 10 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. Nice. Wait, your 10 p.m. Tuesday? Hold on. One moment. I think you might have to make a calendar invite and send it to me so that it automatically adjusts to my time zone. All right. This is a spool filament. Let's put the spool filament with filament. Oh, mine. Oh. You said Eastern. Why did I think that was something else? All right. Well, thank you. I am normally in bed by 11, so I should be able to stick around for an hour. Please be sure to send me a link, only because I fear that I may forget. Alright, today is going to be a day we use the lav mic. Okay. Now I go in here. Turn that on. There we go. I'm using the new Streamlabs thing that lets me manage my stuff and actually lets me listen back to my own stuff. It's great. I love it because I can actually hear the stuff I'm doing. Right? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's amazing. I can... Oh my god. So what I just did... Actually, hold on. Can I... No. Okay, so I can't do voice reduction outside of what Streamlabs is doing. But, okay. Let me explain to you what I just did. The entire time that I've been streaming, the past year, I've been a slave to the volume level of what it is we are listening to, chat. I don't always like the music we are listening to, chat. Spoiler alert. I don't always like this music. I like it enough to play it, which is the good thing. I like it enough to play it. And I also have a license for it to play it, so I gotta use that. But more than anything, the new Wavelink application from Elgato that I now have access to because I have the Elgato Wavelink, it is so much better than Voicemeeter. Oh my god, I can't believe I've never attempted to use this because it is so much better. I can literally have a audio stream for the system audio and I can mute it while listening to myself and you guys don't hear any of it. So I can monitor my own microphone so that if this starts effing up like it has in the past, I'll know it. I'll know. And that is amazing. I'm so happy. Anyway, real quick. Cartoon Anarchy, welcome. Aaron Saif, welcome. I'm, again, butchering that. Deagle, what's up? How's it going? Always a pleasure to see all of you. Okay, anyway, that's the first thing. Second thing, you stay on the desk because I have a tower fan. You can't see it. It's off. Actually, no, you can. It's right there. It's right here. Check it out. I got a tower fan. Cybertech, what's up? Joe, what's up? Sounds like black magic. Black magic. Anyway. So I got a tower fan now. It's cool. I can do this. Yeah. And then that. And then this. And then that. I got this because it gets stuffy in here. It gets really stuffy in here. And I wanted to actually be able to breathe. So, yeah. It's no, I got 3 fans. So it's not my only fan. Anyway. Jokes aside. Put the remote over to the side. Alright, hello. What are you? You are USB A to C cable. You are a brand new Apple? A to C? Whoa. This is a fancy one. No, this is not Apple. This is not Apple. No. This looks like an original Apple cable. Like, when I mean original, I mean iPod Nano days of, like, Apple quality cable. Like, the original good cable, but it's USB-C. And it looks like it's true USB-C, but it also looks like it's USB 2.0. I don't know what's going on with this. You are a cable. Over there. Nuts. Nuts. My nuts. Anyway. This goes onto the multi-board. Did I literally drop nuts? Oh, shit. I dropped a nozzle I dropped an obsidian, and I stepped on it. Doesn't look like I actually bent it, thankfully. Yay. Yeah. The latest filament acquisition is still Filament Aqua. Or Azure. I got more. It's so nice. Oh my god. It's so nice. Anyway, let's... Nozzle goes there for now. Nuts go there for now. Presenting 3D mouse. It goes here. This has a home. We need to go put it in its home, which is the multi-board behind my Prusa Minis, which I can reach. Okay. There we go. All done. Benchy. It's trash. Screwdriver goes away with other screwdrivers. Nope, that's not... Oh, this doesn't have a home. Okay, that needs to be fixed. This does not have a home. Stud finder. I'm not a stud, according to the stud finder. I think that is in the dad's joke text book. Like, if you have a stud finder, you have to put it on yourself and make the joke. It's a requirement. It's a requirement. This doesn't belong down here, but I need it, so it's gonna stay down here for a little bit longer. I'm gonna put it over here. Do 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 do. Okay. Bag. It's trash. There's nothing in here. Circuit board. This is for Marvelous Mitch. Magnet. Magnet. Goes with the magnets. SD card reader. Yeah, that stays over there, actually. With the SD card. This is the stream. This is the stream. I hope you guys are ready for us to go through everything here. Because we're going to go through everything here. Do you know if Printed Solid is going to carry more Prusa parts and products? Yeah. No, we are. Remember, Cartoon Anarchy, it is... okay. Hold on. Gotta think. So, we are essentially the USA branch of Prusa. What the fuck? You good? I don't think it actually caught that filament. Yeah, it doesn't actually sound like that's extruding. It's not extruding. That failed. What filament? Is it 1 or 2? I think it's 1. Or no, it's 2. Damn, the MMU really doesn't like this mica. I don't blame it. I think, you know, I'm gonna cancel this print. We're gonna cancel it. Because, yeah, the mica just keeps failing, and I think that's a problem with the filament. Anyway, yeah, so the idea is that Printed Solid is going to have everything that Prusa has. At least that's the idea that I've been informed, so hopefully, yeah. Little robot guy. Little robot battery. He's cute. I love him. But he's also trash, so... sometimes you just have to let go. Alright, we have this stuff here. One of this is a part of a Prusa Mini. I'm throwing it away. We have a bad nozzle. We're tossing this. Oh, wow, it's actually difficult to bend these. I thought these would be easy to bend, but that is actually Surprisingly difficult to bend. That's trash. Torque wrench. This has a home. Man, I hope you guys were excited for an exhilarating stream today. Ow, fucking... Stabbed myself with the trash. Well, now I got tetanus. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. Just real quick. You're just checking between the sites. I'd like not to pay tariff on... Yeah. If we have Prusa hoodies on the... Okay, hold on. De minimis is still in place for European Union. So if you don't spend more than $600 on anything in the Prusa store, you won't pay for tariff. So if you want to get a Prusa hoodie, you can get a Prusa hoodie from Prusa. Anyway. This came out good. I like this. There's obviously a problem with the hull. But considering it was able to do most of this without intervention, I'm on the cusp. But I think there's a problem with this blue filament. I think it's a little too soft. So what we're going to do... Is it 600? I don't know. You have to look up de minimis, but de minimis is still in place for the European Union. So it's not gone yet, as far as I'm aware. Beverages. No more. This stays. I need to throw out that can. Anyway. Bontac, congratulations on your purchase. Oh, thank you, Bontac. Here. Just so you guys can contact support. If you have to. That used to be 800. I don't... Look, I don't really know what de minimis is. I know what it is, but I don't know what the number was set to. So look it up. All I know is that for EU, it is still valid. So if you need to order something, you can. All right, this is a tray for the multi-board. We need to get this up onto the multi-board. Let's do that real quick. But first, what goes in it are my 1x2x3 blocks. These guys. Chunky boys. What the hell? What's inside? What? Something's in there. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's paper. Just old paper. Okay. There we go. Now we go ahead and mount this on our wall back here. Which I'm shocked I hadn't done yet. There we go. I do kind of miss the multi-board sidewall. We have to clean that up too. You can see the remnants of it. I was told to get rid of it because it didn't look good. I miss it. I miss it. It looked nice in my opinion. Anyway, these are spacers for the XL. I'm gonna put this on the XL. Obviously, that's what it's for. Okay, you kind of black filament loaded. Good. Okay, we're gonna load a different color filament into here, and let's do that actually real quick because I want to get another print started. Specifically, I want to see if this will work without intervention. What filament should we do? We can do red. I do want to be testing with 2 kilogram spools. So let's do red. I have some lipstick red here. Massive shout out to Joseph or to Prusa as a whole for sending me some lipstick red. This stuff's the good stuff, which, hey, remember, chat, there's always a QR code to scan on your filament. You know, if you want to know more about it. So, okay, we are going to... So, I also installed the rep box, as you can probably see here. Don't know why I'm shouting, my microphone's right in front of me. So let's go ahead and pull this back. This is definitely not the most elegant solution. But whatever works, I'm going to... Okay. Oh, that just snapped in my hands. That's weird. Okay, put that there. Alright. Take the lipstick red. Slide that in. Okay. Come on. Come on, you know you want... There we go. Okay, so I'm really hoping that this works. Okay, we are going to do filament. Preload to MMU, preload 2. Oh, there we go. Right now we are running with no buffer. So there's actually no buffer at all in the system. I currently am preferring this, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's running now. Okay, so again, we're stress testing how well the MMU is working. So we're going to use some lipstick red, because that should be better overall. I didn't know you were doing a stream tonight. Yeah. Monday and Thursday. Every Monday and Thursday we stream. Did you not get the memo? I mean, to be fair, normally I scheduled the stream about an hour before I stream. Today I did it like 2 minutes. Oops. The move is you buy the MK4S kit from Printed Solid and upgrade to Core 1 from Prusa. Then you get a free set of Prusa wire parts. There you go. We actually released a update today on Prusa wire. We rescinded the update shortly after because Reddit was being Reddit. And, well, you know how Reddit be. Essentially, as we found out, if you use the stock stealth burner and you use the stock Prusa frame, your Z is going to be limited to 190, which is only 20 millimeters shorter than a standard MK4S. Yeah, you're losing 2 centimeters. Yeah, that sucks. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, all things considered, it's pretty good. We originally were going to have it at 150. But since we posted it, yeah, Aaron pointed out 150. Since that post, we figured out how to increase that minimum. So it's now at 190. But I wasn't able to edit the original post for the Reddit, and everyone was kind of getting their tits all tied up in a knot because no one was reading the pinned comment that I put, saying that, hey, we found an update and, you know, we're working on it. So people are still getting mad. So we took it down and we're going to update it later. So, yeah. Reddit being Reddit. I need to find another way to hold this microphone because I don't like it being right here. It's annoying. Maybe I should put it here? The rubberized coating on this magnet bothers my skin. Uh-oh. That's hair. Get off my sock. There we go. 190 is a bit better, but what if I got some 2MZ extrusion rods and make it a walking stick maker? You could do that. You could totally do it. No, so the real way to keep your Z height is just get a bare frame, get longer Z extrusions, and then you're good to go. BOM has not been published yet. We're working on it. We're working on it. It'll be there. Okay. We gotta get back to cleaning though, because we got a lot more cleaning. I'm seeing stuff on this desk from the Prusa Mini assembly. I just want a desk back. I just want my desk. I left the cap on. I love tea. Tea is the best drink ever. Why don't the Jesse spools give you diameter data like Prusa? Because that's way too much. Okay. Let me explain how Prusa does that as a third party. Specifically, let me explain how Prusa does it as someone who doesn't know how Prusa does it. Or rather, let me explain it as someone who knows how Prusa does it, but let me explain it how you would know how to do it as just any network developer. So what Prusa does, from what I understand based off how it is presented to the public, is there is a SQL database that stores the information for every single spool that is produced. How many gigabytes do you think that is? How long do you think that data is retained for? It's a long time. Now, mind you, they're probably only keeping the graph data and like the date it was made. Sure. Okay. It's a lot though. It's data that has to be kept somewhere on a server. And then that server has to be maintained. And then that server needs a website where you can TLDR, we do. We actually do keep that data. It's not as backlogged as Prusa is. We only keep it back. We started a few months ago. But if you report that you have a problem and you give us the QR code on the side of the spool, we can scan that internally and look up the data about that spool and figure out if something's wrong with it. But Jesse spools are to the same spec as Prusa spools. So same diameter consistency and all that. So yeah, for Jesse, yes. Filament is the only one where you scan it and it will tell you on the website how much, but we don't have that infrastructure. We only have the internal stuff working. I don't know what the plans are for that. I doubt we're going to make that outward facing because it's a lot of data and we don't want to curate it. Or at least I don't know if we do. But that is not going to be a priority at any point in time. But yeah, we have the data specifically for troubleshooting and for data logging. So if you have a problem with the spool, we can figure out why. Because scanning it, it says it's first shift's fault. It does let us know when it was made. No, we actually have alarm. So if you actually watch any of the tours that content creators have done, we have alarms that go off whenever there's a problem with the spool. And if there's a problem with the spool, it's put off to the side. And if it's out of spec, it's not sellable. We don't sell it at all. It will not make it to a customer. In the rare instance that it does, reach out to support and we will resolve it. We will do right. Spoken like a true night shift person. I'd always blame second, third shift people. Right. Okay. Back to cleaning everything up. Tea. This is the giveaway spool. What? What do you mean? Like the what? So it's definitely no matter. I don't make filament. No make filament. You think they let me touch the extrusion lines? That's funny. That's funny. Is Dave watching? I want Dave to react to people thinking I touched the extrusion lines. What is this? Oh, tools. Hashtag blame Nomad. At least it's not an Excel spreadsheet read by an Access database. Don't even get me started. Hey, look, positron bars. Why do I have these? Okay, I'm starting to get a bit of anxiety. TLDR. I get anxious when I'm cleaning. I don't know why. I just do. And I think it's because I feel like it doesn't end or something. I don't know. There's so much trash, man. All this is trash. All of this. Like, all these pieces I'm looking at right now. I don't even have spots for, like, some of the stuff, so it's just gonna end up staying here, which sucks. But hey, we have a little spot that I can now dedicate to my deck. So let's just wipe that down real quick. Okay. Now let's pull this up so it's not just hanging on the ground. And there we go. Look at that. He is nervous about us seeing. Ew, no. Let me be. Fuck it. I understand why adults enjoy children's cartoons. I like Steven Universe. I like Adventure Time. I like cartoons. Cartoons are good. I understand that My Little Pony can have an audience that isn't just kids. I don't understand the obsession with it. And that concerns me. Like, am I missing something? From what I understand, that show doesn't have anything, like, deeply rooted. Like, it's not exploring topics of, you know, relationships. Like, it's not exploring. Steven Universe does a phenomenal job of exploring relationships as though they are conversations. They are not just things that we live with, but a relationship is something that you are, and it is part of you. And they do a phenomenal job representing that in the show and explaining
also toxic relationships as well as beneficial ones, etc., etc., etc. But let me be clear. I watched at least a season of that show to try and understand what the hype was. Didn't understand. Didn't get it. No clue. Nada. Not understood. Is it just me? I don't fucking know. But I do not understand the obsession. I just don't. If you are a fan of My Little Pony, cool. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I just personally do not understand it. Because for me, it's like Polly Pockets. They were first a toy specifically targeted towards children. And then they became a TV show to sell more of the toy. Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh!, kind of like Pokemon. And honestly, yeah, that's kind of where it ends. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon are also not exploring really complicated topics. I don't know. I wanted to get that off my chest for, I guess, a few years now. I never had a platform to talk about my confusion with any of that. And now I do! Hello, platform! How's it going? Hi. Back to cleanup. We have a lot of trash here. Let's count how many things to tea Nomad has on his desk. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here's a lid to 1. So I'm gonna count that as 5. Oh god, I thought this was a joke. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh man, I have a problem. No! I have a problem. And it is clearly tea. Oh, I found more. I moved my hats and I found more. God. 1 second. Let me put my hat over here. It looks like the MMU is working without problem. I guess it was just the material I was using. Okay. Here's another. Here's another. Here's another. Here's more. I have a problem. I have a problem. I don't see any more, but you know what? There might be more. We can send David. No, don't send David. I like my tea. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13! I've drinking 13 of these teas. I need a trash bag. Are you a trash bag? You are now a trash bag. You're tiny, tiny. Do you drink them in the office? Yes. Yeah, we do. Hey, Robin. What's up? We are exploring the fact that Nomad has a problem with tea. And that problem is an obsession. Let me ask you, is the tea in the room with us right now? The answer is yes. Regrettably. Tea is good, but when you drink 12 fucking cans, you might have to pull it back a bit. And let me be clear, that's a message to myself. Alright, some iFixit bits. We'll put that over there for now. We got some screws. Some really tiny heat set inserts. Those are freaking small. I don't know what this is for. This was for something. This is a kit to something that I don't remember. Okay. Moving on. Bolt Depot. I need to order more from Bolt Depot. I need to not order anything from Bolt Depot. Okay. Look at that, guys. We got a corner. It's amazing. Look at this corner. Imagine all the things I could do with a corner. I'm starting to think. Oh, man. It's so dirty. There's cat hair in this pile. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Anyone need batteries? Okay. I am trying. It is hard. It is really hard for me right now. I'm trying. I don't know why I get a reaction like this. Like, whenever I start to clean, I get this anxiety. I don't understand. And it's confusing. Are you stopped? No! Why did you stop? On which filament? Filament 1? Okay, well that's different. Okay, so one intervention so far. Okay, one intervention on this print so far. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I think the problem is I don't have anywhere to put any of this, and that's why I'm getting anxiety when faced with it. Because I don't have a home for any of this. Like, I have a lot of screws and stuff up here. And I think it's because I stopped with my drawer project. So I was doing Girari drawers for my toolbox, but I stopped the toolbox project because it requires my Prusa XL to be available like all the time, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I stopped. I think I need to convince myself to keep going. Unloading to fin. Oh, come on. Seriously? We're getting more chewed filament problems. Yeah, we're still getting chewed filament problems. Hold on. Wait, what? I have totes. I just swiped left. Yeah, deal later. I've been doing that for a while. I gave up and made Gridfinity rugged storage boxes for all my spare parts. I'm going to be doing something like that. Um, when I get back from open source, we're gonna start working on it again. We're gonna start working on the drawers again because I have to. I need to get that done. I don't have a choice. Ever since the original, why did I get a chair out? Why did I get a stool? Oh, I remember why. MMU. Oh, did it grab? No. Yeah, we have a problem with chewed filament. So this is still chewing filament a decent amount. So I'm going to loosen it. Okay. That's now loosened. Alright, now let's retry. Okay. Retry. Uh-oh, I have it tangled. Fuck. Oh, that'll be fine. No. Not fine. Okay. Alright, let's trim the bad filament. Okay. Untangle. And then reload. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm just trying to get the tension right. RJ Repo Man asks, what is that on the walls to the left? That is a rep box version 3. Wait, what? Just toss the spool and spend it. Yeah, right. Why is it errored out again? What the hell? F-Center didn't trigger, dude. It's pulling filament in. Alright, F-subs are triggered. You're left now. I don't know, man. What? Oh, I am bleeding now. Oh shit. When did that happen? Sorry. Why am I so... ADHD is interesting. So, I believe that I've heard that with individuals with ADD and ADHD, there's a phenomenon, at least when it comes to cleaning and organizing, where it takes far more energy than it does for someone who is neurotypical. And this is a challenge. Essentially, the idea is that everything needs a home. Everything has to have a place where it is easy to put away. If it is difficult to put away the item, or the item does not have a home, at least right away in sight, then it is stressful and it is difficult to put it away. I am not one to shy away from the mess that I live in. And to be clear, I choose to live in, because I am not making a concerted effort to improve the organization of my space. I can tell you that some items on this desk I haven't touched in a couple months. Should not be on my desk if I haven't touched it in a couple months. So here's the difficult part. I want to put it away, but I have nowhere to put it away to. And rather than continue to address that problem, I have continued to expand my projects and cause more mess. I lie to myself and say that I'm working on it, but in reality, I'm not. I'm avoiding it. And that is that's a very difficult thing to admit. My floor is covered in trash. I'm going to clean it up. Not tonight, but I'm going to actually, my trash cans are full, which is part of the reason why I'm having anxiety right now trying to clean up, because I don't even have a place to put the trash. So I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to throw away what's in the trash cans and start fresh. I'm going to replan out the organizational bins for the drawer for the toolbox, because garbage night is Wednesday mornings for us. So here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be a channel project. We're gonna work on it together, and I need you guys to help encourage me to stay on track with it. If you guys can do that, that would be Robin being an absolute team player here and offering to help. Thank you, Robin. Yes, I just need that a little bit of encouragement, and I think with that, I can do it. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take apart the drawer system I have already installed. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to figure out exactly the best way to organize this and do it what it is we want to do. Don't ping me tomorrow because tomorrow I have stuff I'm doing, but I'm going to be throwing away a lot of stuff. It is difficult to decide that this is what we're doing now because I have open sauce next week. So anything that we start is going to get derailed immediately. But I'm going to make a genuine effort here to start throwing out and putting away what I don't touch. So, yeah. I'm trying to like calm myself down right now because as I mentioned, when you have ADD and you get anxiety when cleaning things up, that builds up and it's difficult to get rid of. So, I also have that rule: if you don't touch in 6 months, throw it away. The problem is I keep forgetting to take out my trash. Yeah. Give me just a second here, just taking a deep breath. It is concerning that just that small corner that we cleaned up, which, hey, is awesome that we cleaned up this corner. And what I'm doing here is every time I reach over, I'm grabbing a little piece. I'm grabbing a tiny little piece of trash, and I'm tossing it. I'm making the progress I want to see very slowly. And I'm not trying to just grab it all in one go. I am trying to think individually on every piece that needs to go. And that's helping. Going very slowly on this. No, I'm not taking the trash out right now because it's a lot. The can is overflowing, but I'm going to take it out after the stream. We can get through this. Everything will be okay. I'm making small progress. It is... Oh, this isn't trash. Let me put this over here, but over here is just more trash. So I just have to get through it. Just have to keep going, keep picking things out. Like, why do we have this here? This is for a Voron. This isn't supposed to be here. I'm going to hold on to the MMU frame for the filament selector. Hold on to that. Empty can on Discord after stream. Sure. I get discouraged, then sidetracked, then... Yeah. I need to figure out a system. Some system. I need to figure out a system. I don't know what that system is, but I have to figure it out. And, I mean, hey, look, I got a corner of my desk back. It's... Honestly, it feels really good to have this corner, because I can put my drink here now. And the drinks, I throw these away when I'm done. I don't hold bottles anymore. So I actually do throw these away. But now I have a spot for it. It's not just in front of me, it's actually off to the side. Your 10 tea bottles, right? You say that, I'm actually staring at least 3 poking out of this trash can. Because I've had so many. Mind you, I'm no longer drinking this one. This is the last one I'm having of this style. Hey! Madow found a really good Pavlovian way to train me. Madow, thank you so much for the $5. I do really appreciate that. That means the world to me. And that's certainly a way to build a Pavlovian response. You know what? hey, therapy session. Maybe it's because I never got an allowance for cleaning my room. Should we all yell at Mama? No, they gave me an allowance. I'm kidding. They tried to encourage me. I just never did it. They gave me every possible thing to encourage me to clean my room, and I would constantly just not do it. That was a me problem. Blaming the parents, right? Let's take a break. I'm going to show you guys here real quick. It's not much, but we're making progress. We're here now. We've gotten all this done. We're making progress. We're here now. And this is a bunch of random little things. That's relatively like this. I can throw that away. I can throw that away. I can throw that and that away. We're making progress. It's slow, but it's steady. And you know what? I'm finding a pace that I enjoy. It's interesting to go through this kind of mental process with you guys live as we discuss, because I think I haven't watched many other streamers lately, so I really don't know what their content is like. I don't know how I compare to other streamers. I don't care if I am better or worse. That's subjective. There is no factual proof to better or worse than one or the other. That is purely a personal opinion. But I like to really level with you guys. I like to just, no facade, just pure thoughts. Do you think we should smash the smash button? I mean, you can if you like. I won't force you to. Here, we're going to put this on this shelf here. This is the DAC that was dying and causing us a lot of problems. You will be enshrined right here, friend. Right there. That's where it will be enshrined. It is dead to me. Looks like there's a place to put a pasta on. Hell yeah. Do you have an empty box? Put the trash into that for now. I don't. I don't. Actually, wait. Hold on. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. One of my KB3D hats fell. Okay, I'm getting a box. Specifically an empty box. Nope, that's not an empty box. 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 Have I already done this with all the boxes that I currently have available to me? Have I really already maximized my box trash? Hi, Callie. That's not an empty box. But that is an empty enough box. Oh, actually, that's really funny that I've selected this box as my quote-unquote trash box. This is really funny. I think you guys will find this really funny. Like, this is almost hilarious, even. I found a box perfect for trash. It's an AMS box. It's a bamboo box. This is definitely... We can fit so much trash in here. Let's look at this. And what else? Oh, look at that. Oh, look. And hey, this little guy. That's trash. Oh my god, we can fit so much trash in here. It's whatever that is. this little thing, this test print, that test print. Oh man, we're really off to the races right now with this thing, this. Oh hey, look, whatever that is. This box has always had trash in it. We are fulfilling its destiny. Look, oh my god, what is in here? What's this? Oh, those are the thumbscrews. Anyway, this is trash. Momentum is slowed. Anyway, we have a trash box now. Say hello to the trash box. Trash box. Trash box. Okay. Anyway. Look at the Giga Chad cleaner. Alright, these don't belong here, but they will go here for now as we slowly just look for trash. That's not trash, but this is. That's trash. That's not trash, but those are. Same thing with this. Hey LTX, we're chat is helping coach me through cleaning up, and honestly, it's needed. This is trash. This is trash. This is trash. Oh man, okay, I'm starting to feel good now. Oh, I got over the hump of anxiety when it comes to cleaning up. All I needed was a box. That's all I needed. Trash. Whoa, someone needs to get the organizers finished. And I'm not naming names. LTX, dude, you have missed so much about us talking about the fact that I have so much anxiety when it comes to cleaning. How do you feel now, buddy? How do you feel now? Gosh. What? Oh, GTR Dad has followed us on Twitch. Thanks, GTR Dad. Got me up and cleaning some tools and stuff myself. Yeah, hell yeah, that's what I want to hear. Is this trash? That's definitely trash. That's from the MMU. I don't need that anymore. Look at that empty bag. LTX comes to get me motivated, right? Actually, it's just the sugar finally kicking in. This has literally 68% of sugars that you're supposed to have in a day. This is 68% of the daily sugar intake that you're supposed to have. I hear nothing. It's printing. F sensor did not trigger. Okay, which filament? It's number 2. Okay, let's have a look. Retry. Is it a chewed filament problem? Okay. I'm going to pull it all the way out. Yes. I have chewed filament. Okay, so we're going to reduce tension on the line. That's another quarter turn of tension reduction. Every time we get chewed filament causing an issue with the MMU, we reduce tension. Reduce tension just a little bit more. Another quarter turn. Oh, it's not actually going. Oh, shit. No! I failed. It got stuck on the flat spot of the filament. It didn't actually feed all the way in. I want to stop cutting. I've cut so much filament. I just gotta push it, just gotta push it, just gotta push it, just gotta push it, just gotta push it. There we go. We got it. We got it. Okay, hopefully we got to the point where it's not chewing filament anymore. My dining table looks just as bad between printer builds, Frax arm, and stealth burner bot. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this is. I think this is either a flash drive. Yeah, 8 GB flash drive. Okay. That's useful of some sort. I'm kind of skipping this because I don't see... Okay, here's some trash. I don't see much trash right there. So, the trick is that there's trash underneath it. Okay, now I made a Vesa mode trash can. Not too big, but not too small either. It needs to fit on desk. Yeah. Okay, let's take a break. Let's take a mental break. We are making good progress. I'm actually very happy with this so far. I could just push all this back and have a ton of space. Like, watch. Woo, look at that! Look at all that space! I'm a bad influence! Look at this! Hey, look, trash. TJ, no! No! Okay, just give me a moment. Now start a pile of all your stickers. I have a better idea about the stickers. All right? I have a better idea. There. I got Joe right here. I got KB3D right here. We're gonna start sticker bombing the table. Let's see. What else we got? Where's the ultimate? I don't have an Ultimaker sticker. Hold on, the printer stopped again. I think it's because of the flat spot in that filament. Yep. Oh, shoot, I'm doing the wrong one. Okay, we got a flat spot on the black now. So we loosen again. For the turn. Retry. Okay, now we don't have enough tension. Yeah, now we don't have enough tension. Okay. There we go. Now we have tension. This is such a touchy amount. Okay, so we need slightly more tension now. Okay, another quarter turn. Let's see if that's enough. Okay, sorry about that. Now I get a small 4-liter box. The whole desk is a 4-liter box. I think that's part of the problem. Okay, hold on. Just gotta breathe. Just gotta breathe. What's up, Steven? What's up? We're just, one second. Okay. Yeah, chat's stressing me out. We're slowly cleaning my desk, and to be fair, we've made a lot of progress. But because I have ADD, it is somewhat stressful to me. So I am making my way slowly. All right, let's see what this is. This. What the hell is this? Source to display port. No more T's. We're done with T. This is trash, or at least I don't need it anymore. I need to harvest parts from this. This is trash. See trash right there. Trying to reach it. What? Really? Filament stuck? What do you mean filament stuck? What the hell? A handful of weird errors. And did we just get another flat spot? I think we fucking did. I'm starting to really dislike the MMU guys. it's getting flat spots somehow. Like it's grinding the filament somehow, but like I can't go too loose on it. Or maybe I just need to reduce the filament tube length. That could be it. Maybe it's just too difficult to get where it is to the nozzle. And it's overexerting itself, maybe? Breathing. Just gotta breathe. Gotta take my time and breathe. There's nothing jammed in the path of the MMU. It is just that it requires a decent amount of force to overcome the bend to get into the extruder. I think I have to reimagine how it's doing that. Yeah. Because it's capable of doing a lot of layer changes without intervention. It is just when it develops a flat part of the filament is when things happen. It's all in the MMU. It's not the toolhead, it's not the rep box, it's just the MMU. Everything else is working fine. Shit, now I got two sources of stress. This is stressing me out a bit, and this is stressing me out a bit. You know what? Let's put a pause on the cleanup. This is a good progress. I'll keep it there on the floor as I find little bits of trash. And I'm sure as I start to clean up, I'm going to find more. Like, hey, here, look, there's some right there. I'm going to try and make it a passive cleanup. Hey, look at that. I got a Nomad's Galaxy sticker. I need to order more of these. I'm gonna hold on, let's see something. I'm going to swap to my view here. I'm gonna swap to my, there we go. How soon can I get a bunch of Nomad's Galaxy stickers? And how large is that? It's like 2-inch. Okay. Yeah, that's a 2-inch sticker, I believe. I don't have anything to measure with right now. But I'm pretty sure that's about 2 inches. So 50 stickers is $62. Yeah, but I like to get my stickers ordered because they're typically like really nicely done when I do it that way. But that's just me. Let me let me take a break. Real quick. Okay, where's... Okay, Nomad's Galaxy. I can find them way cheaper than... Yeah! Yeah, I can. But I want good quality stickers. That's the problem. Oh. Yeah, I can get... Oh, wow, okay, that's way cheaper. $35 for 50? Okay. Sorry, Sticker Giant. You've just lost the race. Let's check out this sticker cheetah. Two by two. Matte. Okay, you're more expensive, so no. The stickers were awesome, yeah. Jukebox print. How much do you guys do for a 2x2 set? 34 for 50. That does beat out make stickers a little bit. That is a $92 for 100, but these guys do 60 for 100. Fuck it, we're doing make stickers because it's pretty good. Upload file. Browse. Upload Nomad's Galaxy Circle. Add to shopping cart. I can't afford 300. Yeah, that's gonna be like $100. I can't afford that. I can barely afford what I'm about to do, but I'm gonna figure it out. Oh, they can make stickers? I think I will for Printopia. I'll ask them. I need this for open source, and I need it before next week. So, yeah. Oh. Oh. I have enough. Hell yeah. Monday, July 21st? Perfect. Wait. No. I need it. I need it by the... Oh, no. Okay, I need it by at least Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. Put them on the merch store? Sure, I'll do that. Okay. That's handled. It's taken care of. Breathe. 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 Let's have a look at this. Let's look at the MMU. Let's talk about that. Let me grab some tubing. So I purchased additional tubing because I knew I was going to have to be slicing and dicing some. So let's look at this. I have no idea. It is very generic. Apparently with hair of some kind. But it's 5 meters long. I specifically got low friction stuff, so it's not very large inner diameter. That looks to be about 2 millimeter. It will bind. Wait, no. That's 3 mil. What the fuck am I saying? I have like no way to test this. Hold on, wait. If I can put... No? If I can put an M2.5 in here... Yeah, that's 3 mil. Because an M2.5 fits in there. Okay. Let's... This is fancy. I know this is just a filament cutter, but it seems like such a fancy filament cutter. It also is not working. Is it locked? What? Is there a safety? There's a fucking safety on this. I've never seen one of these with a safety. I mean, hey, I'll take it. That makes it feel good. Okay. Let's... F-sensor didn't trigger. That's fine. Let's do this. Okay. Let us undo the way I have the stuff routed. Okay. Take that off. We don't need this. What Pruce is using is much better suited than what I am going to use. But I don't know how to get to that. What I do know is that I can trim this, and that would actually very likely improve results. So we're gonna do that. I'm going to take this tube out. Going to not have it be tied to... Okay. I'm going to hit reset. So we're gonna cancel this print. I'm just going to kind of move that around and get an idea. Okay, that is a much shorter tube than what Prusa likely recommends, but it also works. So we're gonna try this. Puppy error. What do you mean puppy error? Let's just restart it again. Uh-oh. Did I unplug a cable or something? The puppy board's not working. Reboot it again. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna shut it down. Okay, we have another puppy here. Okay. That's concerning. Oh. I didn't do anything. And it booted up. Okay. Let's take this significantly shortened tube. Where did I even put the... There's the PTFE guide. I'm going to still use the PTFE guide because I think that works. I think it helps, at least some degree. Okay. Now that's in place. Okay, we are able to move everywhere without the tube getting in the way. So that's good. So maybe just doing a shorter length PTFE tube was the way to go. We'll find out. The print was going really well. Oh, come on, seriously? Come on. It's not coming up. There we go. Got it. Okay. Let's give this another go. So we've shortened the PTFE tube so that it's not doing a weird, so it's not doing like a really sharp turn anymore. There should be no filament detected. Should be no filament in there. I mean, it's probably detecting it. Oh, I see where it's detecting it. Okay, let's wait. I think the extra length of PTFE tube that was in there, I think that was causing the problem. Because essentially, I had it the original stock length of tubing, so it had to essentially go down, up, and over. Now it just kind of goes down in, so it's not like doing a double backflip loop into the extruder anymore. So we'll see if that works. Hopefully it does. All right, let's just watch this for a moment. I don't have zoom controls on this, otherwise I'd be zooming right in for you. Okay. I think we may have figured it out. Because yeah, now that PTFE tube is so much shorter, there's no way it's going to be able to interfere with anything. And as long as I strategically place where it does the filament swaps, I should ensure that it is fine. Yeah. I need to get an Elgato. I think that's the next thing I will. Let's look at Amazon. Oh, I really don't have the money to do this at all, but Elgato. Because if I swap this to an Elgato, then I can get Oh, actually that's not bad. Well, actually, here's the thing. Hold on. Rather Huh. I rarely ever use this side camera. Rarely. Rarely. I think what I might do is I might take this side cam and just put it up there. I could do that. I could do that. And that is a thing I can do. That is a thing I can do. Now, side cam will become face cam, so I can actually zoom in. Oh, but that's not 4K. To be clear, I need the 4K so I can zoom in really far. I don't need 4K for 4K. I need 4K so when I zoom in 4 times, it's 1080. Okay, so that won't work. I need to figure out how to zoom in with this Logitech. Okay. Well, I can do this. Hold on. I can do this instead. Click on that. Camera settings. Hello. Hi. Eyebrows. Okay, so I just have to do it with another application entirely. But I can get you guys actually really close in on the MMU. It's pixely as hell, but this is better than nothing, I guess? Okay, this works. Hello. Okay, adjusting the field of view does not help. Okay. Well, that is available to us. I guess I'll just zoom in on the printer. Ah! There we go. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. I need to re-add the step stool, right? Okay, so what is it doing right now? Let's have a look. Because now I can actually be over here, and you guys can kind of... Oh. Hi. You know, actually, I can do one more thing that's gonna actually make this a lot better. One second. The monitor is currently at its furthest position. I can do this. Hello. And now that you're here, move that there. Hi. Zoom out a bit. And now it's not as pixelated as it was before. But yeah, okay, there we go. That works a lot better. Look at that! Experimentation leads to progress, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I can pull my monitor out. I need to do that more. Anyway. Well, okay, that loaded that filament flawlessly. Okay, we had a problem, but I'm pretty sure that's because of bald filament. It doesn't sound like it's struggling at all to get filament into the sensor anymore. Like, it definitely sounded like it was struggling earlier, but now it doesn't sound like it's struggling at all. So that's good. If I turn off my desk lights... Hold on, maybe I can reduce... It kind of works. A little less glary. And then if I take this light, just put that there. That actually works surprisingly well, all things considered. Actually, hold on. If I stick this in here... That actually helps a lot better, but there's no way for me to mount that in there. So right there it will go. Okay. Now you can kind of see. I know there's one behind the printer. I don't want to turn those off. Oh, actually I probably should. Here. Printer's right, printer's left. Ah. The nice thing about having all your lights be actually controlled is that you can actually really hone in the lighting and do stuff like this. Now, if the Core 1 lights dim, I can just say, you know, screw you, turn on. All right, filament change. Okay, we got a bald spot on the black filament. But I'm pretty sure that will be consumed at some point. Okay. The white backlight is washing you out, yeah. Almost giveaway, dude. You're an hour off. Or no, 30 minutes off. Never mind. It's me. It's big me. Big me. Me big. Me big. Okay, yeah, there's a bald spot in the black filament that requires some manual intervention every now and then. Uh-oh. Okay. Bald spot on red. I'm pretty sure that's gonna get that's a bald spot that's early in the print. That's gonna get wiped out pretty quickly. Yeah, I can feel exactly where that is. Yep. Okay, there we go. Pass it. Okay, I just created... I feel like I just created a bald spot. But we'll just see what happens. Oh boy. Hey, Tech Cheaper, thank you for the 2. Do appreciate it, friends. Really appreciate it. Okay. Making progress. Gotta feed the underpants gnomes. It's okay. Look, I think I'm like developing a bald spot. But hey, David, what's up? We're still working on the baseball cap. Wait, do I have a bald spot? Y'all making me self-conscious. How dare you? I don't. I'm not. Am I developing a bald spot? Hold on. Hold on a second here. Oh. No, really? No. Oh, this is why I wear hats now. That's why I wear hats. uh. Oh yeah. This is. If you haven't seen it, this is the Samsung G9. Yeah, this is the primary monitor that I use. Yeah. It's good stuff. Anyway, back to intervening with this. What filament is it doing? Filament 1, okay. Watching it carefully. Yep, intervention, intervention. Okay, I definitely think we fixed the friction issue. RJ, I got this monitor years ago, but it's worth it. Okay, so I think we got rid of the friction issue when loading from the MMU to the toolhead. I think that's a fixed problem. I'm pretty confident that's a fixed problem now. But now what we have to figure out is well, okay, hold on. I am going to, what we're going to do real quick is we're just going to trim the filament down. Yep, right there. That's the bald spot. I knew exactly where it was. So we're going to trim it down so that we got no more bald spots. Okay, that one's good. Okay, reload this. Okay. This one has, let's see here. There's one small one right there, which could be causing our problems, so I'm going to trim that. Alright, there we go. I just realized you guys weren't referring to my actual head, you were referring to... I'm such an idiot. I fell for that. I fell so hard for that. Why did I fall for that? I fell for it because my mom told me I was developing a bald spot somewhat recently. And I hated that notion. Despite how right it is. I may have just caused another bald spot, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. So we have removed the known flat spots, bald spots in the filament. So with the improved filament path, we should have more reliable feeding and unfeeding. I may have to intervene on red, but we'll see. And that's only because I accidentally pinched red while it was feeding and caused bald spot, potentially. But let's see. I may have finally got it. If this works finally, I'm just gonna be so happy. I admittedly have been getting frustrated with the MMU, and it's entirely all my fault. Let's be clear, if I used the MMU exactly the way it was intended to be used, I wouldn't be having any problems. The only reason I'm having problems is because when I built the MMU, I decided not to build the Prusa buffer. I decided to build the slot buffer. I should have stuck to the Prusa buffer. In doing that, that gave me a bad experience with the MMU. And then, before I put it on here, I decided to build the Ulti-Multi. I like the Ulti-Multi. It does add some quality of life features that I really like on the MMU. So I don't regret that. But that I then brought in the slot buffer again. And again, I was having the same problem. So all the problems I've had with the MMU up till now are my own problems, are my own infliction upon myself. I should have stuck with the original buffer, and I have to see if I have the original parts. If I don't know if I have all the hardware to actually make the original Prusa buffer. So That's fun. I'll have to figure out that. Uh, okay, now I'm self-conscious about the back of my head. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. I appreciate none of you. uh, I do like this desk mat a lot. I'm really glad that I have a desk mat, or at least, even if it's not a large one, this definitely is keeping my my wrists from chafing on the wood. Okay, so we're doing another filament change. If this filament change is able to do it without intervention, then I think we're set on this working on its own. For those that are curious, right now my buffer solution is literally mid-air buffer, which I think is the best solution. And the only reason I'm saying that is because there's no friction at all. It is literally just two PTFE tubes with a gap in between them. That's it. So, Down Under says don't jinx it. Well, I didn't. It worked. I need to keep the camera angle this close a little bit more, so that I can actually be a little bit more face to face with you guys. What I do need is I need a face light, like a proper face light. Like right now, Amazon is acting as my face light, which is problematic, but it's fine. I need to not look at Amazon because I need to not buy things. This is me without a face light. Ooh. But yeah. Oh, I'm like, why do I have this still? Does anyone want a Prusa mini extruder? I just have a fully assembled one right here. I don't need this. I bet you the other one is somewhere on this desk. I'll harvest its hardware and throw out the plastic parts. Kegel, what's up? How's it going? Do a giveaway for it. That'd be really funny. Hey guys, I'm doing a giveaway for a Prusa Mini extruder. Yes, the extruder that comes with a Prusa Mini. Guess what printer you need to use it on? If you guessed Prusa Mini, you are correct. That would be really funny. That'd be really funny. Okay, it's retrying. Okay. Still some adjustment needed. Still some adjustment. I bet you could use it on... Yeah, you could definitely use it on a not Prusa Mini, but why would you want to? I could be a critic of the Prusa Mini, right? I'm allowed to be. I made a printer that technically competes with the Prusa Mini. Technically. Include it in tonight's filming giveaway. I technically could, and then be like, hey, when you ship this order, put this in it too. I won't do that. Let me be clear. When you guys win Filament, I am not allowed, or at least I am telling myself that I am not allowed to put anything other than the filament in that box. So you get an airhead, a sticker, and the filament. That's all you get. You're not getting anything else. As fun as that would be for me to, be chaotic, no, really? Why did I jinx it? Intervention required. No, I'm not allowed to do that. I don't enter shipping unless I order something for myself. I got. Oh, yeah, look at that. No overflow trash can. I'm just going to put my chair in front of it so you don't see it. There you go. Okay. What filament? Filament 1. Okay, it just did not go far enough. Binda didn't trigger. Dude, what? I found one problem with my MMU design, guys. One minor problem I found with the MMU design. When it cuts filament, it lands on the build plate. It's kind of problematic, actually. It just spat this onto the build plate. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. Okay, so I know it's causing flat spots and I know why. It's because I severely reduced the, I'm gonna hit stop right now. We're creating flat spots and I know exactly why we're creating flat spots. So let's fix that. Okay. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go settings, hardware, print head. Where is it? I don't remember. Front PTFE length, we're setting this like 350. Okay. 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 So if you have the filament length too long, then it's going to essentially ram the filament to the length that you set, at least in the PTFE tube length settings. So if you have it, say that your PTFE tube is 450 millimeters long, but you're telling it to push 500, it's going to grind the filament. So it's better to, if you have 450 millimeter of PTFE tube, it's better to set it to 300, because what it's going to do is it's going to go full speed to 300, but then it's going to slowly push until it reaches the tool head to avoid creating a flat spot. At least that is my observation of how it works. I could be wrong. Yeah, and I'm using Filament. I think it is just getting the right length on everything. That's all it is. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm loading it to the MMU, and then I'm fully unloading this. Let me inspect this. Well, the filament actually seems fine. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase tension on the MMU. Just a little bit. Alright, I think I have solved the problem. So by telling it, so here's how the MMU works. Essentially, the MMU works as in it knows how, you tell it how long the PTFE tube is from the MMU to the extruder. And then what it does is it pushes it that distance. But actually, it will push an entire meter worth of filament. It'll push the whole length. But what you're telling it to do is, okay, hey, push fast 300 millimeters and then slowly 700. So it's going to keep pushing until it hits the extruder up to a meter worth of filament. It's not going to push any further after that. So let's swap this again. Let's watch. I think I may have figured this out. I'm actually really excited for this because I think I finally got it. Okay, unloading red. Loading black. Black is loaded. I think I got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Wait, it's alright to use a two-step ladder rather than struggling on my... Yeah, it's totally okay to use a two-step ladder. I'm short. It is totally fine to use a two-step ladder. Okay, let's try a different torture test than what we've been doing. So the torture test that we've been doing works, but it's not necessarily good for testing, like, particularly long prints. Like, it tests, the test that I put together there was really good for testing filament changes. So what we want to do is we want a test that does both filament changes but also extends out the print. So I think for this, I want something that looks nice. I don't want something that's just boring. So let's go to screen cap here. Oh, that is... Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's neat. My screen capture has failed me again. Projector, create output projector. Full screen that. There we go. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot. You guys can't see when I'm in printables here. What chair? This is a drafting chair. I actually don't remember who I got this from, but it's just a standard drafting chair. Okay, I need big black box instead. No, I want to do something. You know what? Here. This will work. Let's do this one. Just simple, standard one of these guys. So let's now go into painting. We're going to set this to red so it's accurate. Okay. Let's do those as dark, and those as red. Well, okay, accurate to the color that we're feeding it. Okay, this should be a relatively interesting print to run in a multicolor configuration. Especially if it succeeds. Number of tool changes is 80, so that's good. That means there's 80 chances of problems occurring. Let's see what happens. Go ahead and print. And now we wait. Now we wait. If it fails on change number 1, I'm going to throw something out a window. There's no windows down here, so I'd have to go upstairs. Beats running by jumping. Yeah. Yeah, it does definitely beat running up to the printers and jumping as high as I can to access what I need. Yeah, the MMU. To be fair, if you want a reliable MMU, you should take time to tune it. Like, that is definitely something you should be doing. You should not just not do that. You're gonna have problems if you just leave it. My CFS tunes itself when you put filament. What, CFS, what's that? Carrot feeder? Oh. Let's see. Oh, it's Creality. Oh. I mean, yeah, this technically can do 2. Technically, but I'm definitely also giving it a run for its money. So you're not really supposed to use high flow nozzle with an MMU. I do. Because I want to use this. I want to use it with the Core 1 at full speed. Is there a message on that screen? Yeah, unload filament. Even though this is the right filament that you want to use. I've been waiting this whole time for this thing to start. Hi, Callie. What you running in here for? You good? Callie just ran in here like a bat out of hell. Nomad is a rebel, Dottie. White? What does that mean? Yeah, so what I'm learning right now, one of the most important things to tune is PTFE tube length, because you don't want it to grind the filament. You don't want it to push it too quickly. Undercut that PTFE tube length in the firmware. That seems to be helping significantly. The second thing is remove as much friction in the PTFE tubes and in your buffer as possible. What I'm appearing to discover is that an open air buffer, just two PTFE tubes literally disconnected, appears to be one of the best buffers that you can do because there is no friction. You just have to make sure the tubes don't tangle with each other. And 3, getting the tension on the MMU right is also critical because you don't want it to be grinding the filament. You want it to push appropriately. That is my current takeaway. I'm not a fan of the buffer, and I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the buffer. I know that there's going to be a next gen. Hi, Cal. I know that there's going to be a next gen. I know Joseph announced that in the MMU compatibility for the Core 1. But I don't know if that's going to do anything with a buffer. I don't know if there will be or will not be. I hope there won't be. I hope they'll actually get rid of the buffer. But we'll have to find out. Oh, she's trying to climb on me. Hello, Callie. I needed you earlier because I was stressed out. Well, I'm trying to make the best out of this MMU and figure out what the best set of things are. Nomad random posi, but how does the 90 grid? It doesn't. It just works. It doesn't mix it or anything. Only issue I've had with the MMU3 was the tension. Probably about 10 or 15 minutes adjusting and testing, and I haven't had to touch it since. Yeah, from what I do know, once you have the MMU tuned, you typically don't have to touch it. But I've never tuned my MMU, so this is kind of like my first time tuning the MMU. Alright, you can skip the heat up because you're just printing PLA on a cold plate. And yeah, for my friend, I'm trying to figure out the best MMU combination here. Mind you, I am using a mod that I custom designed. That can only be printed on an XL. But what I learn here should be applicable to most systems. Should be. That is a very key word. It is nice to see that the shorter tube length seems to be helping. That's good. I have to figure out how to get to the PTFE tube of the main machine so I can actually get rid of the PTFE tube that comes up from the side sensor. I'll do that at some point. I am happy with this baseball hat. Like, it is really easy to access the MMU. It's really easy to get to what I need to. It just works, and it's able to hold chamber temp up to 55 degrees Celsius with this thing, so hell yeah, I'm happy with it. I have to reprint it in PETG, because right now it is PLA, but I got the PETG. I'll be able to do that. I just wish there was a Galaxy Black PETG. For anyone who might not know, to disable the heat soak, edit the start G code. Yeah. Coda, in the release candidate firmware of the Core 1, they are changing the behavior of that, and I think making it an optional thing, because admittedly the heat soak on this is not fully necessary. Hey, let me get that Filament giveaway link, courtesy of my employer, Printed Solid. Let me get that link for you guys. The Filamentless spool rewinder doesn't have any electronics. Yes, that is also something that I'm going to be looking into. Now, 11 minutes for ABS I kind of understand because you're also heating the chamber. So I understand that regard. Because the bed is the chamber heater. There we go. Link to the giveaway has been posted. Cool. Okay, it's doing our first filament change. Let me see if I can get the... Can I do this? Yeah, there we go. It's not perfect, but that will help understand what's going on. Albeit really delayed. Or frozen. I can't wait till I get to the actual buddy camera. Because this ESP camera is kind of garbo. It works, but it doesn't work great. Oh, wait, actually it's working. Oh, right, the noises I was hearing wasn't the printer, it was the MMU. I'm an idiot. Swim school time. Back later if you're still going. I'll be going for another 30 minutes or so, and then that'll be it. I haven't mounted hike vision to my C1. Nice. Yeah, I got this this tiny little ESP camera. I like it. I'm gonna be using it for the Prusa Minis once I get the official camera in for the Core one. Especially now with the new firmware. Oh my god, the buddy camera is so much better. It's insane. I wish the camera was aimed at where it does the filament, the purge tower, but hey, I'm happy with just being able to see the print. I'm intently watching it. Alright, so now we're doing another filament change. So we're able to do the first two filament changes without issue. So maybe we finally got this? Let's see. Here is my measure of success. So we're all on the same page. If I can do 3 prints, just 3, with no interventions with the filament, then I know I have succeeded in making it work. So we have to get through 3 prints without any manual intervention. Whenever it's unable to feed it to the machine, I adjust the tension to make sure that's right. And I check to see if there's any ground spots to see if there's any issues. So we just had another successful transition. Wonderful. We're gonna try with the blue mica tomorrow. And I'm gonna personally try it with the blue mica tomorrow. And we'll see if maybe we finally resolved it. And personally, I'm gonna also take off the side panel and get rid of the actual PTFE2. I think part of that metric should be how fiddling when loading, unloading spools. So for me, I don't have to fiddle too much, but that's only because I have the air buffer and I have the rep box. So I can't really take that into account. What is a good camera for watching prints? There's a ton of good cameras out there. I prefer the buddy camera. Okay, now that all the feature set has been out for the buddy camera, I very strongly believe that the buddy camera now has a full feature set. At least the ones that you can put on the desktop. The buddy camera for the Core 1, I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, I think I personally feel like they should have reduced the price considering they removed the motors. So that's my honest opinion, because you're losing features on the Core 1 buddy cam when you compare it to the standard buddy camera. I should know, I have 3 of the damn things. But if you get the standard buddy camera, you get pan tilt. You don't get zoom, but you get pan and tilt, which is really, really important. Or at least it's a really nice feature to have. Like, I love having that feature. It's sick. To be able to actually look around the model that's been printed, it's awesome. And there's now time-lapse. Time-lapse is now a thing that you can have on the cameras. So that's another really awesome feature that everyone's been asking for. And I'm just glad to see that it's finally here. So I think the buddy camera is a good camera. But it's only meant to work with Prusa cams. Okay, looking at the spool rewinder, I'm looking for something to go from a 3 kilogram spool to 1 kilogram spool with like a hand crank. See a vid a long time ago, can't find it again. I don't bother with rewinders anymore, man. I just don't. But that's just me. I don't bother with them. But I use 2 kilogram spools, 2.3 kilogram spools, and 1 kilogram and 1 kilogram spools. So 2 kilogram, 2.3, and 1 kilogram. The 2.3 kilograms are ones I have. Whoa, what? Something's wrong there. 128 for shipping? Nah, fam. Nah. That doesn't sound right at all. Hold on a second. Prusa 3D. Accessories. Buddy cam. Proceed to checkout. Holy crap. Wait, that's with the Core 1. I was sitting there with a Core 1 in my cart, and it was telling me that it was gonna be $1,000 to ship. And then I realized that it was not calculating the buddy camera. It was calculating a full Core 1. Assembled Core 1. Anyway, okay. For me, it looks like it costs $15 to ship via Prusa. But if you're in the United States, just get it through Printed Solid. When we have it in stock, that is. I'm not sure if we have it in stock right now. Let me check that. Hold on. PrintedSolid.com. We're out of stock. The buddy camera is difficult for us to keep in stock. Can you use printables vouchers at Printed Solid? You cannot. TLDR, well, not TLDR, but the Prusa, if not, they should. We can't. We would love to. Let me be very clear. We would love to. However, the way that Prusa has their eShop is custom written. It's written from the ground up, and they have an entire team dedicated to programming their eShop and their web store. We use Shopify. Now, we were using Shopify before we were bought by Prusa. And we are integrating Shopify in really deeply into various aspects of the business. It is impossible for us to adopt Prusa's web store as our own because of how complicated their web store is. Like, their web store is needlessly complicated. I don't know if eventually there will be like some way that you could get it shipped from the US instead of from Prague. I don't know. I can't speak on that. But for the foreseeable future, because of how different the eShop systems are, there is no current way to reliably convert something from their store to our store. It just isn't possible. The buddy camera can be mounted in any which way you want. Anyway, in the app, you can flip the orientation of the preview of the feed, so you can rotate it 90 degrees. So if you mount it on its side, flip it 90. Mount it upside down, flip it 180. Mount it on the other side, 270. It's nice and round. But yeah, again, we would love to support Prusa vouchers. We just can't. It's just not something that we're capable of doing. And it's a technological restriction. And we can't be like, talk to support and we'll convert a voucher. Because there's really no way to ensure that someone's not trying to game the system, you know? It's complicated. It's complicated. No. That, again, so converting Prusa meters to Printed gift cards, would love to do it. That would be awesome. But again, that whole system's automated, and it's all part of their eShop system. It would require a lot more integration than what we're currently at to do. And it's just, at this time, we are very busy with higher priority tasks. And it's the same thing like shipping internationally. We want to ship international. We want to be able to ship Jesse internationally, because we want everyone to be able to have Jesse. But we have higher priority things. We can't dedicate that time right now. So that is what it is. sounds like the man needs to work 25 hours a day next week. No. 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 Busy enough as it is. Also, next week I only have 3 days. Because I'm going to Open Sauce. We'll do the giveaway in like a few minutes. Let's chill. The fact that I was able to stretch the stream out to 3 hours is impressive as it is. Need to sleep after I win. Right? Thank you guys for bearing with me during the stream. I actually wasn't feeling great at the beginning. But and that is definitely to do with the cleanup that we had to do. That gave me anxiety, but I feel a lot better now. Thank you guys. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, we're gonna do the Filament giveaway in 8 minutes. You have 8 minutes starting right now to click the link in the chat to join the Filament giveaway. If you don't join the Filament giveaway in the next 8 minutes, I will not be adding you posthumously, or however the word goes. You got 8 minutes to get into that giveaway. And then we're doing it. It's your final warning, or it's one of your final warnings. I'm gonna give another warning. But yeah. Thinking about what your what did my mom say? Wait. Okay. It's an ominous thing to just say. Eight minutes, 11:02. Boy, it's 10:53. 7 minutes. Remember, there's a delay. Oh, there's a delay. I should be accounting for that delay. 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern. 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern is when I'm closing it. Of 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Oh, well, I'm so glad to see that we were able to encourage you to do your chores. Nice job, Matt Al. Nice job. 3 hours ago, PC Gamer. Yes, Steam is down. That's fine. I love how that's just the headline. That is the simplest headline I've ever read. Let's see, what's this Purge Tower looking like? It's looking good. This is looking great. And so far, so good. I'm really happy that this is working really well so far. I think we figured out the formula for tuning the MMU. I think we figured it out. It took us a bit. I think we got it. And I'm happy that we got it. I'm really happy with that. It looks like the stream here is frozen. Not surprised. I know what drawers are slang for. I'm not stupid. I watch Doctor Who. We should call him at 10:59 on Discord to remind him. I'm staring at the clock. It's 10:55. 10:56 according to my phone. Now my computer says 10:56. Also, the UK is the only country that decided that your pants are going to be underwear. Like, what? That's weird. Time to get the lizard. What lizard? The latest season of Doctor Who is pretty good. I liked it. The ending, the writing could have been better at the end. But I liked it. It had some really solid episodes. CGI was amazing. Nothing beats the Capaldi era. The Capaldi era was so good. That was peak Doctor Who right there. At least in New Who. Chinenball absolutely wrecked Whittaker. Like, Whittaker was a great doctor. She was a phenomenal actor. She did such a great job. But she was given terrible scripts. Okay, I loved Matt Smith. Matt Smith was phenomenal. I love him to death. And I love David Tennant. But Peter Capaldi, especially the end, his regeneration episodes. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. The Zygon invasion. So good. Or it was the follow-up episode to that. Baker's great. I love Baker in Classic Who. So good. So good. You said better doctor, not better regenerator. Fair. Okay, hold on. Hear me out. I love Matt Smith. I grew up watching Tennant and Matt Smith. I grew up watching them. As I became a young adult, it was Capaldi. And the last season of Peter Capaldi taught me so much more about how to approach life than what I needed. Especially the season opener to his final season, where he described an entire life as a city, streets full of days, hours into buildings and stuff like that. It was just so good, and him with, I forget the actress's name, but Bill Potts, it helped me get through college. Even though I dropped out, it helped me get through college. And regardless of whether or not he was a good doctor, he became the doctor I needed during a very difficult time in my life. Also, it's 11 o'clock. Fuck you, RJ. Fuck you. It's 11 o'clock. I was looking at the clock. Let's go ahead and do this giveaway, shall we? I am turning off responses. You didn't get in. It's on you. Make sure you are subscribed, by the way. If you got into the giveaway, make sure you're subscribed so you can claim the giveaway. Robin, I'm 28. Turning 29 next year. I'm a youngin'. I've seen the stats for my viewership. For those who are wondering, yes, Most of my viewers are older than me. Oh. You're only 28? Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I need a shave? No! I'm not shaving this. Hold on. Before I... we're going to do the giveaway, but after we do the giveaway, we're going to look at analytics. We're going to look at analytics because it's actually kind of fun. I feel so bad. Apparently I am hurting people. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. RJ, I'm going to remove your name. I'm going to remove you from this. If you keep counting. You know what? Hold on a second. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he in this list? Stinky Face McGee. There we go. That's your name now. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We're spinning this wheel. And if it lands on Stinky Face McGee, we're spinning it again. Watch it actually land on him. That'd be so fucking funny. Oh. Oh. Well, LTX, it looks like you're getting that Soul Black glitter, friend. Let me go ahead and get that processed real quick, and then we're going to do one more thing before we end the stream tonight. You're assisting like a moderator. Uh-huh. Right. You know I love messing with you guys. I love messing with you guys so much. Congratulations, LTX. Happy to see that you won. Always happy to see everybody win. It wasn't rigged. You saw me shuffle. Alright, and you said you wanted Soul Black Glitter PTG. Hell yeah, that's a good one. If it will let me actually enter Soul Black. Oh my god, we have so much available of that. We apparently restocked recently. And way. Dang it, I need the gold for trophies. Yeah, the Soul Black, I love it. It's a great color. I love that color too much. Okay. There we go. You should get an order confirmation. Now, real quick, what I want to show you guys is I made a media kit. So, check this out. If you guys want to look at it, here I'll post it here. But I saw that Alan Mandic has one of these. And here, I'll now pin this real quick. So I saw Alan has one of these. And essentially what it is it's a media kit that I can hand to, you know, anyone that's interested in like sponsoring me or doing something like that to get an idea of who I've worked with, who I am, and what my demographic is. You can look at this, and if you scroll down, it'll actually show you my demographics. Enjoy that, because that's you people. I love all of you. But also because of you guys, we are also in like the top 10% of engagement, which is actually really good. Or I don't actually know how that works. Um, I have a lot of engagement, but it's because of you guys chatting and whatnot. You guys are all awesome. These are actually technically really good stats. So, yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. It is Thursday. Tomorrow is gonna be Friday. I hope you all enjoy your Friday. I have to get off and go to bed and go to work tomorrow, but I also have to. I'm disengaging in protest of my own damage. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night and go do things that make you feel young again, such as not watching me for the rest of the night. Peace out, everybody. Thank you. Here we go.